Hi everybody, this is Ryan, and I'm your instructor for college algebra this term, and I wanted to make a short introductory video to introduce you to the course and to myself. So let's get started. So for the first thing I want to talk about is myself. Again, my name is Ryan Cardula, and I'm your instructor, and I'm from Emporia, Kansas. I've been teaching online math for a long time. I look forward to being able to work with you in this class. So let's get started. Let's take a look at the actual Canvas page. This is our home. Then we're going to go into modules. And in modules, there's going to be a whole bunch of different things you should be looking at. So we're going to start here. You should come in here and start with begin here. And the first thing you look at is your syllabus. So if you click on this syllabus, go ahead and look through this. It should populate. Here's my name. Here's my phone number, my email address. If you need to contact me, please let me know. I don't have set office hours, so if you need to visit with me or need some extra help, let me know and we'll set something up. So go through this syllabus and read through it. Make sure you understand kind of what you're going to be doing, what the expectations are. You should have a graphing calculator of some kind. I prefer a TI-84, 83, things like that. You'll need your work will be through MyLab Math. We'll talk about that in a minute. Here's your grading scale. Here's your evaluation. So you'll have additional activities, which are 25%, which are like quizzes, things like that. You'll have your math lab homework, which is 25%. And then you'll have a midterm and a final that are made up of about 50% of your grade as well. Read through the rest of this. If you have questions about this, let me know. Let's do the next part. It's important that your notifications are set up in Canvas. I do majority of my communication with you through Canvas announcements and through Canvas inbox. So make sure that you have your notifications set up to receive my information. I think we'll skip over this one. This one shouldn't be active because we're not going to use this one. We're going to be using this one. Your tests will be done through Respondus. We won't do any proctoring of your tests unless you want to. With Respondus, you can take your test at any time throughout the testing window. If your Respondus doesn't work, you're more than welcome to take your test at the Newman Testing Center or at another testing center with a testing proctor. Just let me know and we'll work it out. There's our schedule. I talked about what we're going to be doing when things are due. So I'd take a look at this. It might change throughout the semester, although I feel like we're in a pretty good spot with this one. Just a couple of things to note. Make sure you get your midterm is due by the 9th of October, and your final will be due by the 4th of December. So I'll print this out, and that way you'll have it. It might change, but I kind of doubt it. Kind of got it worked out a little bit. Here's your prerequisite. Take a look at that. Here's your expectations. So you should go over these and make sure you understand the expectations for this class. Here's some tutoring pieces. You can go to tutoring right here. And your technology, remember this is an online class, so you need to be able to have the correct technology. So just not your camera and your computer doesn't work or things like that. That's really not an excuse because you need those to make this class work. Here's more information about me. That's who I am. Here's my phone number again. If you need to email me, here's my email address. And here's a few things about me. Let's go back to modules and see where we're at. So I think we've done about everything. So the next part right here is your My Math Lab and how you get that set up. So right down here, this one is some written instructions on how to access MyLab Math. This is where you do your work, so you got to have access to this. I believe you should be able to get a temporary code if you want to pay for it right away, but then it'll last for 14 days and it'll expire. So you'll need to go through this and pay for your access to this class through MyLab Math so you can work on your work. So get that done pretty quick. Here's a few other things about MyLab Math. So to kind of get started, kind of orient you to kind of what the course looks like. For each module will be a week, so week 1. So your first assignments are due on August the 24th. This video I'm posting right now will be posted right in here. Here's your overview of the course. So if you look at these, here is the expectations, and this video will be posted in here, right down here. Here's our objectives or overview for the week. To-do list. These are all the things you're going to have to be doing this week. That's something that I want you to understand. Assignments are mainly due on Sunday, but please don't wait till Saturday or Sunday morning to get started on this. You should be doing work throughout the week and getting things done, because that way I can give you credit quicker and give you feedback. And then it gets into here's your syllabus quiz, and then introductory activity, and then these videos are videos you can watch about the content you're going to be learning that week. And then you go into your e-text right here. That's your book. So you don't have to buy the book. You can use e-text. But you do need to buy access to MyLab Math. And then from there, you have more videos for the next section. Another e-text link. And then you have your homework. And the homework, is done through MyLab Math. So make sure that you're buying your access to that. Hope this helps. Again, one thing that I would make sure you're really looking at is the syllabus, and you're paying attention to the course schedule, which is right here. We do have some quizzes, so we don't have tests throughout the class. We have quizzes. So your first quiz will be on September 9th. You have another one on the 21st, and then you'll have your midterm. So even though these are quizzes, they're more like tests in terms of what they cover, but you can take these quizzes multiple times. So if you don't understand something, you can take it. I'll give you feedback, and you can do it again, or you can just take it again. It's up to you. So I look forward to working with you. Hope you enjoy this class. If you need help, please let me know. I'll talk to you later. Bye.